Last month on Hulu, I watched the 2020 reboot of Stephen King's Children of the Corn, which actually was released last year. But I know this isn't really a great film, but am I going to defend it? Well, no. Prepare yourselves as I review the recent reboot of Children of the Corn right now. Pretty entertainment rankings and reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Dual, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I'm going to review the 2020 supernatural slasher flick Children of the Corn, released by RLJE Films and directed by Kurt Wimmer, starring Elena Kampouris, Kate Moyer, Callan, Mulvey, and Bruce Spence. This is the third adaptation of Stephen King's short story from 1977 and the 11th overall installment of the series. It's the first film based on King's story to be theatrically released since Children of the Corn 2 The Final Sacrifice in 1992. Now, although this was produced in 2020, even at when the pandemic was still going, it never got released until last March. Now, since it's just been over a year since it came out, I'm going to try not to give the whole story away, so it'll kind of be close to being more of a spoil free or semi spoiler review. The film is set in Ralstone, a small farming community whose principal crop, corn, is failing despite attempts to fix things with GMOs and herbicides. The adults agree to destroy their crops so they can receive a crop subsidy from the government, infuriating Eden, an orphan being raised by the town preacher. One of the local teenagers, Boyan, schemes with her friends to hold a mock trial that night where they will hold the adults accountable. They enlist Eden's assistance, but are horrified when this results in Eden imprisoning and slaughtering several adults. The remaining adults are then forced to walk into the corn as a sacrifice for a monstrous green entity called He Who Walks, while Eden rants about how they will eradicate all adults from the world. All right, that might do for the story. So this is kind of gonna be a quick one. Maybe not. Well, review. But anyway, now from what I've seen of the recent Children of the Corn reboot, I am gonna say it's all right, but it's not really that great though. I appreciate they did their best with, well, making a girl the main one of the main villains and what have you, one of the main characters and what have you. But it's just that it didn't feel like it was great at all and what have you. The film sits at a mere 12% on Rotten Tomatoes, saying bereft of a single kernel of fear or excitement. This Children of the Corn suggests the franchise is irrevocably lost in a maze, M-A-I-Z-E, of sub mediocrity. I agree and what have you. Now, Variety says, like a virus that keeps coming back but growing weaker each time, this film is now a horror movie that lacks the strength to infect you with even a speck of fear. Bloody Disgusting wasn't even thrilled with this year, saying expectations might be low at the stage of the franchise, but nothing about this film works. Motivations are confusing at best, and Wimmer never manages to set up who these characters are, let alone establish any rules of world building that would explain why they behave so erratically. It does get one thing right though. Maybe it's time to just let it all die. I will say, yeah, this could have used a little more touches and what have you. Now, Inverse said the film's a mixed bag, praising the lead's performances, but knowing the script's logic could use some retooling. The supporting performances are inconsistent, and more attention could be paid to make it feel like a town instead of a limited collective shooting locations. Yes, that could make this film a little better and what have you, but I will say the kills are one thing that eventually saves this film and what have you. So overall, that's probably the one thing that saves this film and what have you. Now for our cast, we have Elena Kampouris playing Bullion Williams. Yeah, she was good in a way. Well, fine, fine, good. That you know what I'm saying. Kate Moyer played Eden, also fairly factually good and what have you. Callan Mulvey played Robert Williams, and Bruce Spence played Pastor Penny. And there are several others, but most of them I'm not quite familiar with though. But anyway, the Children of the Corn reboot, I am going to say it's not really the best film in the franchise. I think I'd rather watch some of the maybe not all of them, but I think I would rather watch this over the 2009 made for TV film and what have you. But don't take my word for it. You don't have to if you don't want to. I think I'd rather watch that over that, or maybe some of the direct video sequels. Because, well, this was one of the last few films in the franchise I have yet to see. Now, only Children of the Corn Genesis is the only film in the franchise I have yet to see. I've seen all the other films, though, since you may have recalled I've reviewed the first four. I'll be reviewing more later on down the road. Now, it also has a score which is fair, done by Jacob Shea, Bleeding Fingers Music, and Tim Count. That was factually fair. But anyway, Kurt Wimmer, I am going to say, I think he could have done better and what have you. Now, this is the only film of his. Yeah, this is only the second film of his I've that he's directed. The other he did that I've seen was the underrated 2006 film Ultraviolet with Mila Jovovich. So, Children of the Corn 2020 is alright. It's not great though. The film, after it came to theaters, it came on Shudder, and that's where you can still find it. The film's also now available on Hulu as well, so you can watch it there if you don't have Shudder. So anyway, Children of the Corn, not really great though. So that's all I'm gonna tell you. I think the story could be a little better. The cast is okay, and the music's pretty good, and the kills weren't too bad. But this just isn't really great. So, what did you think of Children of the Corn 2020? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like the video, click the like button, subscribe, be a part of the Big D Nation, and join me next time when I bring to you a spoiler-free review of Anyone But You. So if you like this, consider checking out my reviews for these other films in the franchise. In the upper left-hand corner is my re-review of the original Children of the Corn from 1984. The upper right-hand corner is my review of its sequel, The Final Sacrifice from 1992. And the bottom left-hand corner is my review of the first of the direct-to-video sequels, number 3, Urban Harvest from 1995. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe if you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc. Then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.